Hey, Paul. Be with you in a minute here, bud. Basically just trying to get some carbon off of this head before I put it back on the cylinder. So far, what I did this morning, Paul, I started transferring everything from the engine case that had the broken head mounts for the front of the frame. And I got that all onto here. And then I went to put the clutch in last night, and I had problems with the threading, so ended up destroying it, unfortunately. But swapping this out, I realized too, I think this is a 38 millimeter stroke. I just went lightly over the top of the piston with a little grinding wheel, sanding disc, and then hand polished that. So took just the slightest bit off of there. Not really trying to do too much with this. You might say, well, why are you sitting here with polishing glaze and just rubbing this shit back into the piece? But I've been trying to just superheat it. I don't know, there's probably an easier way. but just go slow and then hit certain spots. I'm just gonna dump some gas on her afterwards. Should clean right up, but don't really want to change the shape or anything. Just trying to clean the heavy carbon off of it. If you guys saw the video I put, oh, that's burning now. I think it's probably close to done. Got a bunch of slug in there. We're gonna hit that with gas, take the plug out, clean it. Rainy day here, so thanks everybody for stopping in. Hopefully we'll have this on this bike at some point today. So stick around, stay with us. How you doing today, Paul? Doesn't look like the bottom from Raw's gonna make it here. Well, Paul, like I said, just get on the thing, go to playlist. There's a couple videos in there. Email me. We can communicate by email if need be. But I think my Venmo link's probably in one of these newer videos. We'll just find out what it is, and you know, if you do WhatsApp, you can call internationally. So I could be in the post office and everything. You can just see, hey, it's going, you know, and you can send it right there, whatever, bro. Not trying to hurt you, you know. So, but yeah, man, sucks. I know you're waiting on something. It's like, eh. So, anyway, yeah, I had to wait quite some time to get my small case. I won that in a contest. I bought like 3 stickers, and there was another thing you could write in an entry card on a 3x5 every day. So I put in like 6 or 8 of those on top of it. You had to write why you wanted it. So I just kept putting something on it, and I was like, good, dependable transportation. And it is. I can't wait to get it going. It's just one thing after another. So hopefully I'm on the right track this time, and things will pan out. But yeah, man, I want to see you up and going too, brother. So definitely please do, Paul. Get in touch, man. No problem. I think my bottom end got shock loaded. I'll find out Monday when I get a new piston. Shock loaded. I'm not sure what that means. If you're talking about pieces breaking and going down in there, you can either take it apart or mix about like 1/3 olive oil, 3/4 gas or diesel together, and put it in there. Just shake it up. You know, if you have to take the head bolts off, and just put your hand over it, or just put a cloth on top of that. Shake it around, shake it around. Do it a few times, and then well, as long as you don't. Let me get one. Get one to show you, Paul. Um. So yeah, like you don't want any movement up and down on your crank. If it, you know, if it wiggles back and forth, that's all right. But you should be able to just move this. If you put kind of not pressure, but you should be able to feel the rods, the pins in the bearing going around, and you'll notice a difference anywhere possibly. You might feel like just a different feeling, or even here, kind of a little bit of a different, I'm not sure, depending on how you're doing it, but that you might know would notify you that you have a flat spot in there somewhere. And that could cause damage at some point. But again, if you're not moving up and down, it should be all right anyway, Paul. So hope that helps you. Let's see here. It's good that way. but got knocked out of true. Feels fine spinning by hand. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's good. I got a little eye candy for our most recent contributor to the chat. Let me just find my my wrench. And oh gosh, I gotta pull this back out. That's what she said. Hang in there, secret caller from California. Alrighty. Here we go, fellas. Paul can see this too, so. Oh, let me bring it back up around. Ah, yeah, slow it. Here we go. We put brand new rings in. The rings are starting to get flat spots on the ones that were in there. That's it, boys. That tiny little ass crack of a, you can barely see the, oh, it went down now, but just so it's out of the way, maybe we can look at it. There's a super thin line on here around the edge, just almost hardly visible, but it's on an angle. Let's see if I can get the light any. I know this camera just really doesn't do it justice. But as you guys just saw, what I'm trying to say, I guess I'm pretty much guessing I'm within a few thousandths of the top of that there. I put this spacer that I made in from a piece of an older cylinder that had been damaged, and we cut that off, got that in there. I had 2 gaskets in there, and I was coming out of the top. I'm like, all right, we'll use it. I didn't know that this was the 38 as well, and I think we just put, instead of a high hole, or I mean a low hole, we just put a high hole piston in there, one way or the other. So I'm gonna say that's a 38 in there with anyhow. So here's what's going on in my mind, boys. Now that I said all that to tell you, and hello, Leonard, by the way. We got this all gutted out. Get my little handy spotlight here. I don't know if it'll do it, but so if you could see up top, that was already machined. I did all that, dremeled that out. Not gonna say machined it out, but hit that with the tungsten carbide bits. It's a little more pretty up top, as you can see. I'd edged it out and everything, but just shy on the bottom there. We already had this on and blue stuff everywhere. So I had to give an old to the carburetor, you know. We don't want anything going in there. One little piece of crap in there is gonna leave a tiny little streak that's probably never gonna be seen. But anyhow, haha, love you guys. So yeah, anyway, we got that fixed up this morning there. Let's put this little compadre back in his poop chute. I can get this up out of here. We're done with the glazing or the polishing abrasive compound for my. Take that off. I got 2 of these. This is the one I use to do some other cleaning. Yeah, that carb's gonna probably come off of there, Leonard. I appreciate you saying that. No, it's a Bofang. It sucks. But I mean, is what it is for the moment. I'd like to get that on this thing today. We've got brakes on both sides. This has just got to get fixed here. So I have to take that loose, put that back in, put that tight. We already got our clutch in place, clutch cable. We got some generic brain fart. Oh, good Lord, where'd the box go? There's a box with a bunch of parts for this build sitting right in front of my eyes, and I can't freaking Right in front of my eyes. Just direct yourself there, dumbass. So yeah, we got the generic throttle and stuff there. So basically that's 44 tooth in the back. Leonard and Paul and whoever else is here, thanks for the thumbs up. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff here. Anyway, guys, so we got 11 and 44 right now. Lord willing, as money comes in or God permits a job or the great government decides that it wants to get up and finally support the people instead of taking from them, I will be putting a 38 tooth on there, 38 and 11. I don't remember what the gearing is, but I know that's where I want to be. And the reason that I'm doing this, everyone, instead of working on just putting the stage 6 together, is I want to test this out. I want to see, just kind of get a feel for it, how it's going to ride. You know, we're talking about maybe what, 4, 5, 6, if we can really push these things. You know, so, and that's, we're talking about 12, 14, 16 over there. So that's a big jump. And it's not that I'm not a competent rider. I just want to see what's going to happen, you know? So, oh, let's see here. Hello, Nancy. Nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys are on the TV there, that's very nice of you. I got to get some petrol in this, fellas, and clean that out and show you kind of what I ended up doing. Again, it's almost like reglazing the carbon in there with that stuff. Hopefully we clean most of it off. I really just didn't want to damage the head at all, so there might be a better way to do it. Probably could just pour some gas in there and let it sit even, but we're going to see how that helped out, if any. So let's get to that, and then we'll get back in here. If you guys have any questions about the bike, be happy to answer. This has, so this is not, it's just a piece of a car tire, I believe, actually. I was going to say it's a rag joint, but it's not. And this is a piece of a bike tire. But what we're planning on doing, probably, fellas, I've been doing some work on this already. The tank sits a little funny under the frame. You can see the scratches in here and stuff. It doesn't want to go all the way down through. So what I've got here is just beyond this piece of inner tube that's going to go over top of here to, we're going to probably put one on the back. We might not need to, but anyway, settle that to tell you. Let me try to get it on here so I can show you better than tell you. But with that piece of radiator tube, and again, trying to do this one hand, shoot, I can't. So what that does is just put a pretty good amount of pressure right on that seam that's used to sitting on the frame there. And then we can screw that in. I don't think it's going to overpressure the welds on the tank, and we'll double nut those, and we should be good to go. So that's got to get done. Got some wiring to do eventually. Again, if anybody would like this piece, it was an extra when my bikes had given me the address for this and I ordered this. Well, this is different. I mean, it's already been put together, but you know, that's the ground wire there, and then of course hot wire, and then we've got the tested 12-volt light magneto coil here that's been covered in 3M 3M tape, liquid 3M tape. Here's also a brand new one. We may put that on just to test it. And then we have a lighting diagram here completely with a mini charger that we can hook a battery to, 12-volt battery, or we can get a couple of, maybe a little motorcycle battery or two of them and just yoke them together. So I'm thinking maybe right here. I don't know if there's enough room, but we'll find a space. If nothing else, I can scrap the whole gas tank idea and we can put the rear facing gas tank on. Now you may ask, why would you want to do that, Roger? Who wants to put a rear facing gas tank on? That's ridiculous. You got all kinds of problems with feed and then running a freaking tube your gas line all the way up and in. But now that we have that back there, and we can even cut it shorter if we want to, and well, yes, I think this is, yeah, chromoly steel, so we can actually cut this. And yeah, we can shorten it up if we want. Anyhow, point being is now instead of using this space up here, which we were talking about, mounting the gas tank with a really efficient way, if anybody else finds herself, they make a flat, they also do make a flat mounting plate that you can purchase. Again, I'd recommend doing a similar setup, either bike tire or piece of car tire under those. Good heavy bolt through your frame. And these are steel, the one you get on eBay or whatever, I'm not sure. But I think I have one here, I just can't remember. Anyhow, so I can put my battery, I can put all my charging stuff up here. I could have 2 motorcycle batteries, whatever. And then that charging station could be right there. I also got this from, I think I got that from Duluth, if I remember right. I might be wrong, but I did get this from Duluth. This is a wiring housing. So you put your wire, everything inside there, all these ends, whatever, and then you just have the holes on the ends. And then you can kind of glue that shut or tape that shut. So yeah, we're gonna have definitely have at least a headlight on this bike. But I don't know. Let me know, guys. Tell me what you think of that idea or those ideas. Any inputs, definitely welcome. So appreciate everybody being here. Let's clean this thing up real quick. All right, so and it's raining. I think I gotta go around the front to get the gas. Might as well get a cigarette and sit out there with you guys for a minute. I don't know if the signal might drop though. I just get it and bring it back here. If I take these off too, because it's gonna eat into them. Just enough. Yeah, Paul. So what we can do is we can put a toggle switch in there. But that mini charging unit, that would allow me to actually, at some point in time, probably incorporate like turn signals and stuff. It might be overkill. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with it. But I have everything out, you know, so this is actually from Leonard. We were going to try to maybe see if we can figure out the pins on that and add it in. I want to say this was 12 volt. It might have been a 6 volt, but I'm pretty sure we found this on a site that said this was for, oh, it maybe even been, maybe it even said it was a 6 volt unit. So as long as the juice is there, it can regulate. It should be able to. So I'm gonna put that on. This is a one of those speed boxes for the catnip CDI. So I could rewire that. All we gotta do is just get our own, like a CR80 plug or whatever. And then, of course, it does need some TLC with the bullet tips or whatever ends you prefer to use. So anyway, all right, we got our gas here, guys. Let's see what we can do about cleaning this little dude up here. If I have a rag over here, I thought I did. Yep. That there for Bill. There's a rag. Okay. Let's see. It'll stay on there. Hopefully you guys can see. All right. So I'm just gonna fill the CC volume up inside the head there and see what happens. All right. Okay, guys, we didn't. Oh. Okay, guys, we didn't get it all, but we sure made quite a difference. I mean, I would like this to be ultimately completely clean. Whether or not I continue with that, though, I just don't know how much time there is in a day. Will it run? Yeah. We got the gas down in the spark plug, which looked super, super cocoa crispy. Very nice s'more color. So I'm happy running this fuel at 30 to 1 or even a little bit more than that. And a little bit of extra carbon buildup isn't gonna freaking make or break the day. So, but yeah, let's get the plug out of there if we can. We'll try that for a minute. Oh, yo. Oh, bloody hell. Wrench, wrench. Okay. My other baby. Sorry, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna fiddle with that phone. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to put that thing on there to get that off. Holy crap. Whoo, that boy's in there. Okay, okay. That could actually be an issue. I don't think I can get it out of there. Just spray some lube in there. Maybe that gas locked it up. Spray some lube in it. lube her up. Little silicone spray, get it in there. It's doing something. Might even be eating the freaking rest of the carbon off. It's all bubbly. Some kind of reaction going on in there. Eating some rust up. Let's see if I wipe it up, what happens. Oh yeah. Oddly enough, it did take just a tiny bit more off. Let me get this head on here, guys. See if I can pop this bolt. I'll be right with, this spark plug, and I'll be right with you. Well, there you have it, fellas. Lesson learned. Shouldn't have done that. Been a long time since I forgot about putting gas in a spark plug like that. You always want to take just a tiny little bit of oil and rub it on your threads when it's a brand new spark plug and put it in. You don't have to over tighten them. So, let me see what I've been missing here, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Piston is on backwards. That's a negative, Paul. The arrow may be facing the wrong way, but it's the pins are on that side. So that's a factory error. That's a good look though, man. Thank you for saying that and seeing that. If anybody else out there doesn't know. And if you give me just a minute, guys, I know we're somewhere else in the chat, but I would be happy to take this off and show you that they are on that side, just so that you can understand sometimes they do send them wrong. And I'm not saying you don't believe me or you don't know, but there may be somebody watching that's like, well, why is that backwards? It's supposed to be going the other way. Well, the truth of the matter is that your piston pins will always be on the intake side. Now, forever and always, no more discussion. So that's just the way that is. But anyway, let's see here. Yeah, okay, I missed the chat. You told me a couple times, Paul. I see you. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Yeah, well, if it was, yeah, then it would be stamped wrong, and that's the window. Yeah, sure. Okay. We prayers raise our voices against adding batteries. Yeah, again, Leonard, I'm not 100% sure. I might save this whole little mini charger and use it on a different build. You know, it's good to have. I think actually James Bacona sent me these quite some time back. So little clips, you know, you put the wire in one side and then, or both of them, whatever. And then it's a pin that either locks them or lets them loose. So, but those are pretty cool. But yeah, as I was saying, if anybody else out there would like a light, I'd be happy to send this out to you. And I could probably even give you one of the sending units just so that you had that much to get started with. You know, a few wires and whatever else you need after that. So, okay. Okay. 24 hours depending on dimension. Oh, I see. Jeffrey Bowles. Hey, Jeffrey, thanks for being in there. Thanks for getting into the chat right now. Yeah, basically, so this would be either 6680 cc. There's a 38 stroke and a 40 stroke. So something that I'd actually was trying to bring to mind here in this discussion, and maybe anybody else out there might know, Leonard probably. Oh man. Yeah, he sent me a text saying he was in the ICU or something and he couldn't even talk. And then I was, yeah, just call me whenever you can or you need to, you know. So he's in my prayers, whatever's going on. That's crazy. Wow, man. God bless him. That's something to really freaking yeah, wrap your head around for sure. So, but yeah, no, it's gonna be going. Jeffrey, thanks again for your question. We're gonna be putting that on this bike over here. Just discussing with the guys a couple of options, some stuff we could do. Uh, Again, really nice bike, really nice setup, solid. We got the gearing in here to really see if this thing is gonna make quite a difference when we put it on the smaller case. Maybe not even this one, but another one. Either way, we'll, you know, so, and finding out too that we didn't have to grind all the way through the case, but just grind into it gives me some insight onto as to what to do with the smaller case before I go over there and start chopping it up. I did have somewhere in front of me, here it is. We also cut out a little notch right there in the back of the clutch arm. So should be all set. I mean, really, that's more of a cut than this is. About the same in material removal, but so again, you know what, that should work well. And gonna take it out, test it out, and prove it and see what it does. We got the again, we got a little, what is it, 2.5 or 3 millimeter riser in there, and the other piston in there. So right now we are at, I'll show you guys again. I can't do the math on it without the head on, but, and I got sidetracked again. So Leonard, yeah, somebody said to me the other day, did I have no idea what I'm talking about? And I may have a grasp, or I may have a really good comprehension, or I may know nothing. But I just wanted to share this to everybody and definitely get your opinion on it, Leonard, because you have some, what do you call it, mechanical engineering background, to say the least. So we've got a crank here, and we've got, let's say, a rod that moves 20 millimeters, or not, yeah, 20 millimeters. And then we got one that moves 30 millimeters. So in this system, with that being shorter, is gonna get more RPMs than this one up here because it's got a longer thing. I mean, one revolution is one revolution, but we're talking about the time it takes for that to go all the way up and time it takes for that to go all the way down. So if it's a longer rod, it's got a longer distance to travel, it's gonna take more time. Just like people saying, oh, if you got a short tire, 17-inch tire, you're gonna go faster on track. No, 26-inch tire is gonna go so fast, and a 29-inch tire is gonna go fast because it's gotta roll out 3 more inches. It's got more of a revolution in that sense. So this is why I wanted to build this like this with a smaller crank. If I did it right, or if I'm thinking something and I'm just making a 40 out of nothing. I mean, obviously, if I've got, 3 millimeters difference in stroke between this crank or the piston, you're not going to get that out of a piston. A high hold, a low hold piston, the difference is what? 1.4 millimeters, or not even that. So you're talking about at least 2 millimeters or 3 millimeters. So there's a huge difference there no matter what, right? Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? So I'm hoping that this is gonna really, really screw, we just have yes, we're not gonna have the torque up top perhaps with the longer stroke, but we should have more RPM with the shorter Am I losing my mind, guys? Is anybody still there? Talk to me, fellas. Let me pull the screen for starters. Maybe have a safety meeting. What is it, Genesis 3:10 or Genesis 3:11? I've given you all the seed-bearing plants and herbs to use. In and out of stream. Oh, it's messing up, is it? In and out stream. Might be time for a coffee too. I've been on it since about 8. Before I got on there with you guys, I got quite a bit done, as you could see. I told you about it, so. Bear with me, fellas. Thanks for sticking in here, everyone. I see we got quite a few people on. Thanks for the thumbs up as well. Yeah, I see. One of my clippers. Yeah. What do we got? What do we got, boys? Let's get this thing together and get it on the bike. What do you say, huh? Anybody else like that idea? All right. So, take this plug out. We're going to examine it. It is a BR6HS, little hotter plug, but I like it. It ran well. We tested this for, let's say, close to 1,000 miles, probably 700-800 miles at least. So, put it up here. You see it's been in gas. The gas went down inside. Cleaned that out. We also sprayed some lubricant in there. Did a little fuzz action, and all in all, it looks pretty clean. We're just gonna top up the diode or the cap. Find my file here real quick. Yeah, where is that? Oh, maybe here. Oh, it's sandpaper at least. So, just gonna rub in the tip with the sandpaper side. Try to clean that back up. And we want to do the same thing for the top if we can. Sometimes you got to hold the paper forward a little more to the edge, the top edge, away from the back. Kind of cradle it so it puts pressure on the outsides of it at least. Might not get the inside part, but eventually it should catch. And then you can work all the way to the back. Keeping pressure with your fingers on the edge of that there, like that. And then we can put it on the gapping tool as well, and we'll see where that's supposed to be. All right. Little blow job. She got me wet. Yeah. Drying. All right. Again, you see just the last of the, sorry. Right up here on the edge, it's still wet. See that right there? Jeffrey says, you are the first that I have seen doing bike motors live. Subscribe. Thank you for doing that, sir. That's very awesome. So, really appreciate that. And everybody else that's here and the thumbs up and everything else, much gratitude. We usually do about an hour on Church of Speed. If you are subscribed and you have a live notification on, every once in a while I'll do a little 10-minute ride. Or some tips or tricks or whatever else. So try to keep it interesting and do some other stuff too. Mostly just bike stuff, but we'll go to a museum, or I just found a little snapping turtle the other day about as big as a quarter. And it had crawled all the way across my parking lot, good 20, 25 yards out of the woods. There's curbs on both sides, so I knew that, I know it's the only way. And we got him back to health. It put a couple videos up about that. Just kept him like 2 days, so. Yeah, he slept pretty good for about a day. Yeah, he was all buggered out, but check it out. Some fun stuff, guys. Anyhow, let's get back into it. Thanks for being here, Jeffrey, and if you have some videos, man, please do leave us a comment, but I'll try to find you and check you out too. So, I know this phone's all screwed up, guys, so it's probably going to be hard to go over this in a lot of complete detail. You saw how long it took me just to find that little water bubble. Let's see if we can get in here real quick, though, and just show you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see with the light. Try it. So I'm looking at whether or not you guys can see. Best I can tell you is the top that's completely clean. Looks like shiny steel. And then I would say I'm almost positive the top of the plug is the same. I'm not going to sit there and waste your time with it. But that's how you check it. Oh, if you have to do it. Oh. And again, we're going to put it on the dial. And I run this one, well, mine, I'm not sure what this is even set at. We could check it. I probably could have done that before I cleaned it, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. This one's gapped just under 30. I'm going to go up to about 31 and a half. It's like a good clean area there. So all right, let's get it back in there. Should call this the MacGyver channel, all the crap we're doing. Anybody got some duct tape? Yeah, man, there's this guy, Manic Mechanic, on this show, Kaplan America. And I got that up in my favorite as well. If you want to contact me, the information's in there. There's some other good stuff. Channel called All About Bikes. It's just motorized bike, all kind of stuff that I've been able to find over the past. Well, we put that up kind of recently, but some stuff back in there maybe 7, 10, 11, 15 years. So If you find anything else and you want to share it to that, I don't know if you guys can with the little wrench. I guess you should be able to. Hopefully. I don't know if you can remove stuff. Please don't, but keep it there for everyone. Anyhow, yeah, back to the Church of Speed. All right, are we going to run a gasket up here? I would recommend copper. Everybody says brass. My squish is where I want it to be. I'm going to put this dome bucket on here. And, a cylinder bucket, I should say, this dome. All right, mostly on, so I want to get a couple of bolts, or at least hold it down right now, and want to turn it over. We're gonna get this back. Actually, yeah, we're gonna have to take the the bucking bar. We're gonna take that out of there for the moment. We're gonna use the 19 millimeter. You're looking for a 19 millimeter. Sorry guys, I'm bad at the phone here. Oh my goodness, all kind of stuff going on in here. And don't forget thread locker. Yes, that is an important tool. Thank you, Leonard, for saying that, sharing that. Again, we're going to use a 19 millimeter. You also have the tool that comes in your kit. The little kind of goofy wrench. You can take your plug out with it. You can, you have your bearing puller. Pretty easy to work on. But you can also use this to turn that over, obviously. So, let me get... But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm holding the top of the cylinder down firmly, and I'm turning that over. So, I do have kind of a worry here up in the front. It's not a scoring. I'm assuming something just maybe did one little baby aluminum flake off the side of the road. Something came in there, and that's a gas fuel deposit with the additives. However, I see it in a couple other places, so I'm thinking maybe we did this just in time. This isn't something that you can re-hone, really, in my mind. The plating's kind of thin. If we're looking over here on this wall, you can see cross-hatching in there, So, like I said, I think the rings were just starting to square out for some reason. You can see a spot, if I can get it to show you guys here and get the right distance. There's a flat spot right there. Can you see it? How it's a different color right there, guys and gals? So that's why you're getting that mark against the cylinder wall. So, unfortunately, adios amigos. But I would recommend getting a 10-pack of those off of eBay. I'm sure you guys like Amazon, but 6 of a dozen, half of the other. So, back to, let's see here. Where do we put our bucking bar? Let's get that in there. Actually, while we have that off, okay. I should get gloves back on here, really, because we need to start getting hardware under the back of that. It's going to be the next step. We are going to get the cylinder head on. We're probably just going to put one bolt for now. We can finish that up once it's on the bike and in place. We need to get these studs on the back here going. I'm not sure if that's the right length. I've got to look through, parts and supplies. I was trying to get some of this stuff organized the other day. So Again, we lost the piece that I had made at the machine shop that would lift. You know, you could put that into the front of the bike like that. It's basically the same thing. And then move it up off of the frame to give you more clearance. So if nothing else, you know, it's just going to draw all this together in like a clamp or something with the bolt in it. But the MacGyver channel. Oh yeah, that's about it at this point. So a little bit of work there. All right, and this thing is completely whoops. We gotta tilt that back just a tiny little bit, maybe off center. I'm not too worried with the float, but let's see if it's a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Is this gonna be on a bike tilted? Just yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay, yep. All right. And we gotta get something in this thing too. Whoo, busy day, everybody. All right, sorry for the brain fart there. Thinking, what else do I have to do? Yeah, we've got to get those. I want to say these might be the ones right here. They could have been out of the front. Let's find. Oh, sorry. There should be a couple of rear mounts right there, but here's one anyway. And let's see if we put this in there real quick. And then, yeah, that should give me enough room to get that on the bike. Maybe. Let's see, I want to go in a few threads anyhow. Oh, sorry for the jumping around camera angle, guys. Like I'm having a seizure or something here. Just trying to get a measurement. So 32, that down tube is 32.19. So that's good to know too. In case we wanted to get another seat post in there so we can reinforce that. Okay, so let's see here on here. We're going to add this onto this. And that's about where we are. Oops, sorry, everybody. That's about where we are. We have that much play on the back. They're almost an inch. So by the time we put in the threads and have the keeper on the back of it so we can add our nuts on, it should have plenty of room. So we're going to use those. Awesome find, thank God. That was really easy. Boom, right there in front of your face. How's that feel? All right, good. All right, I'm gonna take these glasses off a minute, fellas. I got a headache. And get some water or get some coffee in me. Stick around, stay with us. Thanks for being here. Oh, I got a little coffee left right here. Perfect. Ugh, cotton mouth. All right, where the heck did I leave? Always losing my damn matches. Those darn things. There we go. So what's going on in everybody's world out there? How is everybody today? Happy Sunday to you. If you're a believing person, God bless you. God bless you anyway. It says it on the dollar bill. In God we trust, right? So, if money's God, then we're in bad shape. This nation is broken. Anyway. Oh, you do? Oh, yeah. I'm not doing any laundry. You can jump right in. I think somebody might be. You can come anytime, then I want your clothes. Yes, ma'am. I waited like a whole hour one night. You know, yeah, no, I'm not. I gotta live my life. Yeah, the sign's on the door. So, yeah. Well, thank you for trying to keep that calm the other night. So, I don't. This gonna be too much.
It was so
You,
peaceful.
you know how.
I had told him, I'm like, it was so peaceful.
Sorry, buddy.
I think I told the girl down there. It was so peaceful. Like we were all like so cool when we first moved here.
Yeah.
You know, we were all like so cool.
Yeah. No, I know. It doesn't make any sense, really.
Peacemaker. That's what you'll find out about me. I like peace.
You know. I notice all them people up there have a real nice time. You know, they can just move up there. Mind your business, go to work. We all good. That's what it is, though. It's too much drama because idle hands is the work of the devil, right? So, all right. You have a great Sunday, ma'am. You still there, guys? I know the signal buffed out for a minute. You still there, Paul? Can you hear me, fellas? Go sit in the shelter and enjoy my cigarette. We're not as cool as you over there in, what is it, Sweden or Norway. We got a little shelter, though. Travel on, travel on. Field dress that cigarette. I don't throw them on the ground. It makes me mad. So beautiful. Trash everywhere. The world is not a garbage can. The Johnston landfill here we have in Rhode Island, it's so completely organized. It's humongous. If you have like leaves and stuff like that from your yard compost, you got to drive in like a mile. My dad was telling me like a mile and a quarter in to get to the place where you dump it. It's crazy, bro. Think about how massive that is. Oh, look at this. Road score. That's a nice one too, man. Put that on the CDI. It's almost the same size. It might go in. Either that or I can just drill it out. All right, we had a little cigarette break. Thanks everybody for sticking around. Hope you had some virtual popcorn or a coffee or whatever else yourself. Let's get back in here. Okay, I'm gonna need some vice grips. And shut these lights off. Oh, I'm turning the damn thing on. All right. Let's turn the camera around. We America be proud of it. Amen. Enough said. So, yeah, it's a horrible, horrible situation we have to face, fellas. So, do your best. Try to do the next right thing. Contemplating cleaning the rest of that out. I almost want to just hit it with the sander instead of that, though. Not to be lazy, but it's kind of hard pressed. The rest came off. And that didn't, when we used this bit. So, like to have a nice firing pattern. If we can get that on, let's see, we would want to probably keep the exhaust as clean as we can to keep the heat down. Unless that's actually adding protection, which I don't. But it looks like the plug, we might be able to, I don't know, we could either loosen it or possibly tighten it. just a little bit, and then we can get that on that way. Oh, that way. Yeah, no, that way. What do you guys think about that? On the MacGyver channel. No more Reverend Rods. We're doing this other thing. Anyhow, glad you could all be here today. Hope you're having fun with this. It ain't gonna tighten, so. I don't know. Yeah, that's finger loose. That's not gonna work. Well, we'll give it a go and see what she does. We can always pull the head off after like 50 or 100 miles just to examine it and see what we want to do. Again, not trying to half-ass this. This is a daily runner, and we're just trying to get together and get back on the road. If this was a brand new engine, you could see the time that we put into it anyway. So, do appreciate you guys for hanging around and seeing some of what I do anyway when I'm working on a motor. I'm just going to say motor. Hope I don't get a strike from you. You said motor, it's an engine. All right, fellas. Let's see. Oh, just a little bit tighter. And I'll have to lift this up, I guess. There we go. Let's see if we... Oh, you know what we want to do? Guys, something I've been meaning to tell everybody for a while, too. I know everybody says thread lock. We just talked about thread lock. Leonard, I don't want no smoke. Don't come and tase me and tie me up in the woods and leave me for the bears. But I'm gonna use some anti-seize. I found lately through a friend of mine that it will act similar to a bonding agent, whether you're using, red or orange or green or blue. This will kind of, oh crap, I went and made a mess of it. We don't want half of that out of there, so it's just trying to bring this to, man, whew, stuff is everywhere. Okay, so it's almost like a liquid Permatex, if I had to describe it. And just really don't want too much on there. But that should help with the vibration. And if you need to get it back out of there, shouldn't have a whole... Oh, if I can even get it in there now. That's what she said. Shouldn't have a whole lot of trouble getting it out of there. So, let me just get the other one prepped here. You can see again, that's way too much. We're just gonna smooth that on. Just need the tiniest bit, just to fill those few threads. And then once that gets in there, you can't over tighten it because if you try to, what actually happens, there's a chemical reaction and it'll snap the last thread off, and then it won't spin. It won't spin out, but you'll notice that it comes to a place where you can't move it anymore. And it won't let you insert it any further, basically. So, pretty cool stuff. I know Leonard did something with like bluing one day. It was blowing my mind. I was like, I know I've seen this before. Where? When? And then I remembered my dad, when I was about, I don't know, 11 or 12 years old, got this old VW Bug. And we rebuilt the engine together. And he used to let me take it out in the woods We had all these, what do you call that? DEM, land management, forestry service roads. So I used to go drive, I used to drive this little VW Bug out in the woods. Yeah, man. But I think that's where I remember seeing that last. But yeah, so, see, I'm getting way sidetracked to you guys. Got my ADD up in a roar. Mossy's in the house. What's up, Mossy? This is going right in, just like butter. Oh, I gotta show you that, guys. Look at that. Look how clean that is. Bam. Same thing, other side. So, oh, go ahead and lock those down real quick, and then we're gonna try to bring that back out, maybe just like a quarter turn. So in case there is some tension there from overheating, it doesn't snap anything. Pain in the ass getting here with these. I should have done one at a time and done the inside first, but we'll get her. Alright, that one, let's just go the same thing each time on each one. If I can get this to turn, I'm gonna have to go bring it up and do it from the bottom. And we're gonna have to just get something else on there altogether. Let me get my channel locks. And we're gonna spin that. Oh, let me tighten them up first. And then we're just gonna spin that from the bottom on the, let's see here. The work area that they provided on the studs. I have a little notch on the top of this stud that I'm watching. I'll show you guys. When I started turning this, little line. Might not be able to see it. I'm sorry if you can't. Let me zoom. See if that does it. You might just barely be able to see it right at the tip of my fingernail. There's a little, almost like a white line right there. But it was way back over here. So we watched that move around. It's like a stamp press or something. You know what I mean? So, hope you guys are having fun with this and anybody might be learning anything. We got in the chat, Dios, yes, Leonard. Wear a helmet, please do. Never been a fan, still am not, but I'm wearing mine. PBHGDS 17 to 19, okay. Mossy, are those spigots? Are those what you call? We'll send some jets. Read your game. Yeah, I'm not sure I completely follow, guys. Something about a carburetor or something. So hopefully I did the math right on this and I don't look like a buffoon. We're gonna try to set it in the cradle right now and see how it looks. Bear with me, just put this down again. Might bring the bike around and get it on the bench now. But for the moment, I don't want to pick this up by that and then pull the cylinder off, so I'm going to be careful there. All right, so that's where that's going to be. Let's see if we got clearance. We are definitely up above our chain guard. So, plenty of room there. Oh, plenty of room there. I have to get the brass set screw back in that. And I will use some blue Loctite for that. Let me see if we can find it if I didn't lose it all together here. Okay. wrench there. These go with that. This can get put away. This can get put away. This can go with those. Okay, what are we looking for? I'm gonna lose it. Don't bother. Oh yeah, we gotta put studs on the front of that thing. What are we gonna do there? I'm kind of frightened away from using the anodized number 8s. I think that's the reason I've had problems all along. I just think they're too rigid, and you need just the tiniest a little bit of play in the atoms in there. You know how tight everything's packed and how it's aligned. It just wants to snap, and I think just the hardened steel with that's coated or uncoated, you know, that seems to, for whatever reason, I don't know. I might be wrong, guys. So, but just over testing over the past several rides, that's always been the problem where it's failed. So, in theory, in my mind, I'm just gonna put that out there. And if you disagree, that's fine. But hopefully, it saves somebody some headache in the future. That's my tip for the day. And let's see, what was I doing? Where were we going? Over there, looked at that. Anyway, we got to get it back on the bench, like I said, guys. So let's bring it back over. Get it in the stand for a moment. I don't know if that's going to fall over. Hopefully not. It's not locked in yet, so... yeah, we just put that right on there. Let's see if we have something for the back. Oh. Yeah, maybe. Oh. Yeah, that don't look like a bad idea. We can use some 6s instead of some 8s, if need be. And just put some taps in the front. Some, what you call... I know the name, it's just not coming to my head right now. An adapter. Anyway. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me see here. What all kind... Okay, hold on here. DS is round slide and no oil injection port. Okay. A 262 AU tube for 2-stroke W7. 2-stroke W7 needle, W5 through 12 inch kit. Yeah, I have a couple of carbs here, guys, bigger carbs. I think I'm probably just short an adapter or something right now. I want to get this up and running. I see what you guys are talking about, though. Back is killing me at the moment. We already had a safety meeting. I think I'm going to get a Tylenol. Hang tight for a minute, fellas. Appreciate you. Oh, you... fuck's sakes. Beep! Technical difficulty. Beep! Oh. Bloody hell, man. There we go. All right, fellas. Thank you, guys. Um, I've been having a problem with my yard here. I get this invasive species, crabgrass, or it's like a snake grass or something. But what it does is these arms come out, and then they like knit into the ground. You get a longer one, they're like, and then they just keep spreading around, and they get a big root, and then they suck up all the water, and the regular grass dies. So from right here at the back of my porch all the way around the front of my house the past few days, I had to pull all that out. So my back's killing me right now, fellas. So not trying to wuss out. Just let you know, real talk. Anyway, let me just sit down for a minute. I'll let rest my back here, see what's going on in the chat. Yet doesn't run. Still hate your carb choice. I never curse as much. Leonard, I think the problem might be I may have to piece together a couple carbs and still not have one. I want to say I had swapped out that 24 you had sent with the DO and put a 21 on it, trying to rejet it. Couldn't figure out that little intake boost on the side. I thought it was clogged, but it wasn't, so I had to put something on there, and that's when I figured it out. But when that bike got taken, I think I had another PWK 21 on there. Let me look, fellas. Let's see. Shit. Hold on, guys. Oh, dang, we've been on way longer for an hour. All right, we'll keep it going. We haven't done this show in a while. What the heck? I only got so much in me. The reason I was asking Mossy about those carburetors was because I think I have, what is this? I want to say, I got a Nibby here too, but it's a bolt-on, It's not oh, excuse me. So I might be able to put that on the bike, guys, but again, let me see. I believe this is off the 110C conversion, the old one they used to have. But it's, oops. So. I mean, I'll show you guys. It'll line up that way, but you can see underneath the ring. So I'll probably end up with a leak. I mean, we could try to put on some type of another gasket in there. But, I mean, that's just, again, guys, not to not do it the right way. I really need transportation right now. And then just, that's Nibby. Okay. Could also possibly use this one. What is this? The PZ20 or something. If I still have the rest of it in here. Shit. Where's it at? Oh, it's right there. Here we go. So, yeah, I mean, we could run that again. I don't know. Let's try it with that adapter and see. And this really isn't much better of a carb. I mean, oh, maybe a little more flow with the bowl. But, oh, I got this one wrong. Sorry, fellas. Not sorry. Just hold on. Uno momento, por favor. Por favor. Por favor. Okay. There we go. So that's on there. That matches up. We might be able to fit it in there. I'm thinking if that one will go. We had that in the saddle already. Let's check this out. Oh, it's the other way. Oh, man. Some kind of Houdini trick here. So, basically, we're sitting about the same height. Shouldn't have too much problems with the throttle cable, hopefully. And, yeah, we could swap that out for you, Leonard, if you'd rather do that. That's the best option I have right now, bro. So, not sure if I have the ring for the top of this. I'll have to try to find a cover there, at least for the cable itself. Probably just use the one, let's see. Where did all those parts go? We're on this. We'll find it. But, all right, let me jump back in the chat, see what you guys are saying. Okay. Let's see here. Oh. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, transportation. Open it up, John Way. Okay. You can put a 110 intake on it with a plate that covers the O-ring angles. Okay. Yeah. There is. I think there is a gasket or something. I probably have it over there, Mossy. Like I was saying, it's probably an option. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I've definitely got a brass. Oh, that's a reed valve. I've got a brass head gasket in here. I don't know that we need it though. I think I'm just gonna run that with the squish that it's at, and yeah, I know what you're talking about though, Mossy. I think I had one around here at some point in time, but yeah. So we got quite a bit of work to do. We got to get these studs in the front. We got to get the head on. We're gonna change that out. And then hopefully we'll get it on the bike. So anyway, guys, thanks for being part of the show. I'm going to continue on alone. If it's all right with you guys, I can leave the channel up if you want to chat. And just try to get some work done at a steady pace here so I can knock this out. Hopefully be on the road within a day or two. Totally up to you guys. I got half a battery, so your call, fellas. What do you want to do? I can jump back in here at some point in time, but I'm going to try to make this thing happen. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, anyway. No takers. All right, I'll leave it up. I'll just set it here. And if you stick around, thanks. And if you got to take off, it's all good. But I'll see what I can get done here, guys. I'll show you this too. We started, my friend Bill, his dad just died down in Westerly. He showed me this. You cut in all around and then drill a hole in between each one of those. You can just use the pins that are on there for a guide and go maybe just a tiny little bit deeper. So anyway, yeah, cool tip. Thank you, William. What's William's last name? William Blair. Yep. Good people. And prayer for his family right now too. Found a little keeper there, so we're all set for the carburetor, guys. That's your, yeah. Okay, what am I doing here? These are gonna be long enough. Find something else. Hey, look what else we just found, guys. Bam. Bam. All right, all right. Yeah, baby. All right. Let's see. What else? What else? See two of them? See what's going on here, guys. Still here for a head check. Thanks, guys. Freaking online course on copyright by YouTube filmed it. Wow, that's crazy, Leonard. Yeah, man, I want to find out about that. I had to take one for strike for saying "suck my pecker" basically on a post. They said you can film somebody naked, like laying in the street in New York City, if it's a bunch of people, because that's art. If you can explain it, it's commentary. You can watch a bondage instructor show somebody how to tie somebody up. So like the little kid goes, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that." And goes out and tortures somebody instead or something. I mean, dude, it's nuts. Whatever, but going through it too, man. I'm not trying to bitch, just don't understand it sometimes, you know? Completely freaky. There's a light out of the way. All right, plenty of light here. We're gonna just take some Q-tips. Again, we're gonna go in with the NICs. I'm just gonna run these right inside of the female adapter for the studs. Get the cap back on here. What I'm gonna do next, I guess I. All right, somebody tried to call in, guys. I hope the feed's still there. Oh, hey, Mike. Hi, glad to see you here, Mike. Thanks for being here as well. I guess everybody's still here. Let me try to get back to it. So what we just did was took a couple of Q-tips, took some anti-seize. We went into our female adapter and where we're going to be inserting our stud, male end, if you want to call it that. And we're using that instead of thread lock. Any kind of moving part on the bike, you know, blue is good if you're putting it on a disc brake or something. So, let me see here. That's not what we want either. But again, whether it's been because of the green thread lock I've been using, or because it's the tungsten, or what, not tungsten, but the black oxidized number 8, you know, hardened steel, it's been failing on the bike several times. So I was trying to do some measurements. We measured the distance between the gas tank on the Faker, on the MZ Miami, and on a gas bike, and they're all different. It was like 23 or 23 and a half on the Faker, I want to say. The gas bike was like 25, and the MZ was 26 or something. I don't know. But, yeah. Getting back in here, fellas. I'm going to keep going. So, just wanted to check in on the chat. Thanks for sticking around. Glad you guys are enjoying yourselves. Let's down to double up my gloves here and get back to work. Actually, they already are doubled, so let's just keep going. Put this away. Yeah, I'm done with that for the moment. Okay. Alright, let's see here. We got our adapter. Let's go on. I could also use this. Line up. You know, I have to take something off of it. Alright, well, in the future, let's see, we want to double plate it. We can double plate it. Find one of those. Plate. No. We'll skip that idea. See if I can find something better. Figures I just put these all away. I don't know, fellas. What do you think about that for strength? That one's dead on. Bends clean around it. And then we got this other one over top that's just going to put pressure right there. So kind of like a structural arch. Not machined or anything, but let's see here. What we got in here? – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – So are we gonna sing for him? Happy birthday, Leonard. Many, many more. Your mom's probably got a better voice than me, bro. I don't want to break your eardrums. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Had to unbutton the pants, Mike. That's funny, guys. Oh, let's see here. That's not a bad idea, Jeffrey. Thanks for staying here. You know, I'm sorry, I've been so busy, Jeff. Let me give you a, I'm gonna give you the little standard moderator wrench. Next time you text, you should have a little blue wrench there, buddy. If you just type in hi right now or whatever, we can look for you. You can then go to anybody's channel. I'm not sure if you're aware, but you just click on their name, and a little box will come up. It'll say go to channel. You go to your channel, and it's up top. It says subscribe. You go back down to the box. It says go back. And you should be right back in the feed. You can find everybody and get subscribed to some other builders and support each other's channel. So welcome aboard, man. Thanks for being here, and thanks for sticking around through this whole thing. It's really awesome, you guys. Typically, again, like I said, we haven't done one of these in a while. We try to go maybe an hour, hour and a half the most. We'll see what happens today. But yeah, let me keep going, guys. We only got so much battery here, and try to show you what I can get done, and keep talking, keep trying to talk through it as well. Give people an explanation so they can understand it. Kind of just usually just do it and don't really describe it, but I try to get that a little bit better for everyone. So let's get this out of the way for a moment. See if I can get you guys back on the build here. Oh yeah, there we are. There's a hurricane, earthquake here, damn. All right, put these parts over here for now. Hopefully you guys can see in here pretty good. I'm guessing you can see. I'm in the middle of the chat with it. Yeah, Mike. Glad y'all had a good time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lot going on, huh? Yeah, rubber would be a good idea too. Yeah, no doubt. That's definitely that's insightful. Good tip. Thanks for putting that out there, Jeffrey. There's probably several different good ideas, you know. So let's see what we have in stock here in the meantime. Jeffy, you don't know you're new to the channel. I had got my arm broke. I got hit by a car from behind and left on the road. Had a little mini stroke before that all happened. So it's been kind of a rough 6 months for me. And be happy to try to find another job, and hopefully things will turn around, man. You know, just trusting something good will happen, you know. So. All right, let me find the damn wrench I need. There you go. Was that one of the little air BB guns? Everybody had a BB gun when we were a kid, you know, man? I don't get it. Shit, I bet you they'd probably try to arrest you as a terrorist for having a slingshot in your pocket these days. Couldn't even go hunting squirrel or rabbit. Yep. All right. Let's see here. This is going down in the car stuff. All right, let's get started here with our carb project. Yeah. Box on top. Knock stuff over. Come on, man. Just slow down enough to put it right. Here you go. There's your carb. Gonna get the head on still. Let's get that positioning. We wanted to go with the intake side hot. Okay. Alright, sorry guys, kind of lost in my head there for a minute. What I was doing is examining the intake right now. We do have a gasket that's intact. Is that any better, fellas? I don't know if you can see the engine now though. So, it's kind of... Anyway, get blinded in the back there. All right. There we go. All right, so what we're gonna do, everybody, is because that gasket's intact, it's pressed on there. I'm gonna call that a firm mate, and there's no reason to reseat it. And I just want to get in here real quick with the copper gasket, and all right, we're just gonna take a couple Q-tips, just super light. Ours is just kind of barely brush that on there, just like, you know, you're painting a wall or a house or something. Not trying to build up a, you know, huge coat or anything. All we're basically doing is just helping to promote the other side of this, rest against it. We're not going to be adding anything else on here, so that should firm up pretty good. All right, get our piece here, we're putting on. Just check these. Oh. Okay. I think I am going to go for a little bit of a thread lock here, guys, so let me just dig that out. So, this is red. Probably would rather use blue. I am literally going with one drop on the last thread. Just a minor precaution. See if I'm placing it the other way. Okay, get that through there. screw that in. Just want to grasp maybe 2 or 3 threads if we can. Oh, really giving me a hard time. We have a plan B. Oh, there she goes. All right. Same thing here, just a micro drop on the end. If I was using blue, I'd probably coat like half the screw. But that's on a bike part, you know, again, we're up on an engine, something that's maybe got a little more holding capacity in the heat. Oh. Just give me such a damn struggle, this bugger. Oh, bloody hell. Alrighty, I think we finally got her. Alright, everybody, next, let's see. Gotta get this on. I believe I have the screws I want to use here. These are kind of like anodized, what is that, copper zinc anodized. And we're gonna go from the back. I'll bring this around so you can see. These aren't tight, and I put that adhesive in there, so we know that's gotta sit if we can. We're keeping the pressure off of that for a moment, giving ourselves a little bit more work area in this vicinity. We're gonna put these through. These are not threaded. The carburetor is threaded, so we have to apply those from the rear, which is not the easiest. But I should be able to get it done here. And then if we can't get a wrench in there, we'll just take a pair of vice grips and lock that on and just turn that, pop it, until we have resistance. Oh, see if you guys can see here. So we're running a flat washer first, and then a lock washer, and then the head of the bolt. Or, yeah, a bolt. For an Allen key fits this bolt. So, now we have these loose below. This is another struggle. We're going to get our needle nose pliers in there and bring those around just like I was saying. Once we get that mostly firm, then we can get in there with our tools and just snap them off. Instead of trying to back, forth. So. This way you don't have to take the tool out every time. You guys can't quite see now, but I'm actually going in and turning it from the end. Speeds it up even more if you can do that instead of from getting it from the side. And then in some instances, I mean, if you have Allen keys with ball ends, of course, you have that available for yourself there in those situations. A little different here, but very, very tight. So again, like I said, if we can't get a tool in there, I think I have one that I cut in half to fit. And if it's not completely rounded out and I need to make a new one, Might be able to find it here. Alright guys, so this is an Allen key that we cut. Cut so it's just really, really short. We can get it in tight spaces. We're going to start using that now. Again, we got our red thread lock, 1 drop on the intake. We also have a small amount of Permatex gasket material. We're using the copper flavor today for that situation. We've also used the Permatex silver or gray to put on the gasket for the cylinder at the base. And on top here again, do have a lock washer and a flat washer from the head to the back side of the carburetor. I think almost there. Like it was spinning, I started getting nervous. Now you guys might not be able to see this side right here, or I should put it in front of the camera somehow, I guess, but I won't be able to work on it that well. We can get my hand in there that way, so. So it's the Indian head gasket shellac or aviator Permatex. Let's see here. Park Tools is a good name. Mike, thank you. That's a good idea, people. As Mike just said, Mike Miller, Park Tools makes a lot of stuff. Very reliable company. You might pay a little more. I believe it is American made. It was at last I knew. So. All right. Let me see here. Let's get this thing put together real quick. Oh boy, no, we do have a problem. Because where is the slide for that? Oh boy. Come on. Guys, I think we might be in luck. I'm hoping this is it right here. See what we can do, fellas. Is this gonna go in? All right, sweet. Thank you, Jesus. All right, we got our clip in here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Let me turn the light back if you can't. And then, of course, that just wanted to pop out, the clip. And put that right back. Or try to. Yeah, well, while we have it out, why don't we check our needle? We are on completely leaned out. I am going to move that down one. Oh, sorry about that, fellas. I had to turn the air on here. All right. All right, we're good there. That should go in nicely. I think we got her this time, fellas. Hopefully here. All right, locked in, good. So that's right. I'm hoping with all my heart that's our spring. We found the gasket for the base of this thing. Lock that on. And then we've got, of course, our housing, and then we found a shield for that. So we're all set there as far as getting that on the bike. We got an idea for changing a couple of things on the front of this by adding another washer or something. I'm just gonna bring the phone back around here, guys. Not that that's not valid ideas. I appreciate you mentioning that, Jeffrey. I'm looking at this right now, and I like the way that's gonna be. So, by the time this gets pulled down just a little bit, that should just barely be touching that. Just gonna be an extra layer of protection. Or with this one here, if we just run it by itself and get it off, we have a perfect mounting surface for our bolts to draw completely tight, you know, which kind of is an issue with these. So maybe we'll just leave that off. Can always double nut it. Ain't that what she said? All right, guys, doing this on the fly, no wrong answers. Let's see what's going on in here. Slide under something. Roger the Jewel. Yeah, it's a shit car, but it's for all intents and purposes for demonstration in this video. Thank you all for being part of the group. Speed freaks, wing nuts, gearheads, nutballs, friends, family, and beyond. You made it this far. And we love it. So yeah, we're gonna get that on the bike right now, I think, guys. What do you say? We're gonna put the true MZ on it as well. We got it all. Oh, damn, man. Putting holes in my wall here. Put a hole in my wall. So we got the silencer drilled out. We got a extension here. This is the pipe that's going on that bike. See, it's really, really nice welds, really solid material. And I imagine at the right time when that thing gets hot, it really takes off. So We're hoping to find out. All right. Oh boy. All right. So this can get out of the way. All right. All right. All right. Put that down there. Good suggestion, Mike. I think ERT would say the same thing. Probably Leonard too. Probably all of us here, including Mossy. But I don't know. I thought Mossy did motorcycles. Probably the hardware they have on there, they don't worry about it. So who knows? But all right, let me think here. What else do I need to do? Anything before we get this in there? Oh, I need the nuts for it. Let's see what we got in this container here. If there's anything left we can use. Some mounting hardware. Oh, okay, we got some bigger bolts in there. Good. All right, it's coming together. Coming together good. Let's see here. Oh, good gasket. Okay. Cover we've got on already. Roller. That's nice. I don't know if we're going to use one on there. We'll keep it aside just in case. Some gas line. That's the El Cheapo stuff. We might have some. I got this piece here. But yeah, we can probably use that at least until we can get to the motorcycle shop and swap it out. DR Power Sports is their name if you're ever in Rhode Island area near me. I think we're going to be using this El Chumpo kill switch. What for, though? Can use the housing for something. Change that out? Yeah, probably not. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, we're going to have to because of this handle. We'll just cut the wire and use it like that. Oh, we need the throttle cable anyway. Something's going on there, I guess. It's been so long since I put one on like this, I don't even understand it anymore. What do we got going on in here, guys? Like a paddock in a sock? A padlock? Who you going after? I don't know if we can promote all that good stuff on this channel as much as I might like to. Keep it to a dull roar, please, fellas. Usually use dish soap, just a drop of dish soap, but we're just going to do 3-in-1 silicone oil. In case we need to pull it back off of there, just a little easier. Right. So we're going to get to the other side here real quick. Yeah, move the bike back or something. Anyway, shit. Okay, here's our throttle cable. Let's see, where did we put that? Oh, just set it down to. Yeah, I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. So yeah, we're just right now, putting it in sideways, busting the threads up already. There you go. It's fucking nonsense. Alright, we're just gonna take the nut on the rest of the way here. If we gotta move that, we'll do that. See if the bike's in there yet. Okay. Let's see, we get our little doohickey here. Get this bad boy on. Okay, so he's got that out quite a little bit. Alright, I got you. Let's see here. Which side's this one to be? That, okay. Okay, we just wrapped the cable around inside of the throttle housing. We got our top of our case here nicely that this is already drilled out for us from the previous owner of this bike. I can get it locked into place here without too much trouble. Just see how he has it. There we go. Okay. So pull that back right there. Oh. Move this to the front. So slightly. Oh, that's gotta be fixed. That's why. That's alright. I just move that. There we go. So yeah, we gotta work on the front brake too, guys. That shouldn't take too long, but oh, no, this is in the wrong direction altogether. Oh, I spun it around. No, why am I having such a hard time with this thing? This the Comedy of Errors Club? I thought this was MacGyver channel. Alright, let's get it. Was it from the top or the bottom? Ugh. Oh, I guess it don't matter really. Find out in a minute. And it is hotter than humid. It's misty rain out there. I might turn the fan on. I don't know, give me some more water or coffee or something. Good grief. My brain is frying. Go ahead, laugh it up. Yeah, Raj, like you think you have a brain. I know. Yeah, guys, I'm just tightening the bottom of the cable housing now. That little screw there that's up against the handle grip. That nice and tight without